All right, Bernard, thanks for your time today. So what will happen to Australia's demographic over the next 5 years?
Australia is going to go through a profound change over the next 5 years. This is partly due to generational change, where the baby boomers start to exit the workforce. Baby boomers born in 1946 turned 65 in 2011, so they come out of the workforce, come out of the tax-paying base, if you like. That means we're going to have to grow the tax base, either through more workers or more tax per capita. So this is a major issue for Australia that we're going to have to navigate very, very carefully. The way around this issue of the retiring baby boomers is that we either import more workers, and I think we're doing that at the moment, or we could ask Generation X and Y to pay more tax. And I don't think that's going to be a popular option. Or we could ask the baby boomers in their retirement to be not quite so demanding of government services. And somehow I don't think that's going to happen. When you look at all the options, I think it means that there are going to be more taxpayers progressively on the Australian continent over the next decade, and that means a demand for more houses in our capital cities over the next decade.
So what does that mean for property prices and for property growth?
I think that if Australia is growing and growing strongly in order to offset the impact of the retiring baby boomers, that will have a strong immigration rate. It means that there will be more people coming into the country and competing up the value of residential property. I think that we'll see a focus on demand for middle distance and inner city residential property over the next decade. As to some extent lifestyle property, I do think that the beach property will come back by the middle of the decade, and also strong regional towns, the Ballarats, the Bendigos, the Bathurst, places like that, as well as muscle towns, places like Mackay, Townsville, Karratha in particular, Bunbury. These are the places that I would watch in the coming decade.
So if you're an investor, then you should basically be looking at the regional towns and the outer city pockets.
I think that if you're an investor now, then you have to have faith on what the big picture is doing. The big picture, I think, means that we must have stronger population growth, and that means that we need to continue to invest in this nation's housing and accommodation.